Hey Billy, I'm Angie, your nurse in CCU today. I'm just going to take your obs and give you some medication. So, the test from ED showed that you might have had a heart attack.
What does that mean? Will I be able to work again?
It just means that part of your heart might have been blocked or might have died. That's okay. The doctor's going to come in and explain to you later that you're going to go for an angioplasty.
What's an angioplasty?
Oh, it's just, I'm telling you, I'll give you a medication. They're just going to inflate a little balloon into one of your arteries, open it up, restore blood flow. Everything should be okay.
What was that medication you just gave me?
Oh, just Curvasol, just to lower your blood pressure because it was a bit high.
Okay. Why? Is my blood pressure too high? Is that a problem?
No, the medication will help with that. Everything will be okay. I'll come back in 15 minutes to check on you.
Okay. I'm not feeling great. Better call the nurse.
Ding, ding, ding. Billy, you called the buzzer. What's wrong?
I'm feeling sick in the stomach, sleepy, and a little dizzy as well.
I'll just check your chart, alright? Your medication chart. You're just being dramatic, Billy. You're going to be fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, you're going to be fine. Buzz me if there's anything else wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need the nurse.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, you hit the buzzer. What's wrong, Billy?
I don't know why, but I'm feeling really dizzy, sleepy, and sick in the stomach.
Oh, that's
Is it because of the heart attack or the medication you gave me?
I'm going to take your observations and we'll see what's going on, okay? Billy, your blood pressure's very low. I'm going to raise your feet up and lower your head down, and I'm going to call for some help, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Sister Jude, call the doctor. It's urgent. This blood pressure has dropped, and they feel dizzy, sleepy, and nauseous. Okay, I'm on it.
Why is this happening to me? Why do I feel like this?
Oh, look, here comes the doctor now.
Hi Billy, I'm Anne, Dr. Anne Gardner, the doctor on duty today. I heard you're not feeling well. Can you tell me what's going on?
That's a funny name. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty sick in the stomach and dizzy and a little sleepy as well.
His blood pressure to Metzger, 175 on 55. That's why he's lying like this.
Okay, I'm just going to give you some medication into your arm. It's going to make you feel better.
I've never felt like this before. Why is this happening to me?
Well, this medication should make you feel better. And I'm going to be back in a few minutes to make sure everything's alright. Check your blood pressure again, okay?
Okay. That's the correct one. Oh.
Come in.
Hi, Kate. I was just wondering if I can speak to you about something.
Yes, of course, Angie. What is it?
Well, today, instead of administering Mr. Billy Rubin 4 milligrams of his medication, I gave him 8 milligrams when I got distracted. And this led to the doctor having to be called as his blood pressure got really low. I feel as though I should tell Mr. Rubin what happened, but I just don't know what to tell him. I just don't want him to think I'm an incompetent nurse.
I know it can be difficult to disclose the situation to Mr. Rubin, but the New South Wales Health Open Disclosure Policy explains that the patient has the right to know of the incident. And the policy explains how open disclosure is a core professional requirement of ethical practice.
Yeah, I do understand. I just don't know how to approach the situation.
Well, Angie, the Australian Open Disclosure Framework outlines principles which guide an effective open disclosure process. These principles address and balance the complex interests of patients, clinicians, managers, and health services. The document explains that there are certain elements that need to be included when disclosing a situation to a patient.
So what do I need to include in my apology to Mr. Rubin?
Well, Angie, when you speak to Mr. Rubin, you need to offer him an apology by including the words, "I am sorry" or "we are sorry." You need to acknowledge and explain the cause of the incident and advise him if there will be any long-term consequences. You need to also provide him with the opportunity for the patient as well to relate their experiences, concerns and feelings. And finally, you need to give him the opportunity to ask questions.
Okay, I'll go and disclose the situation to Mr. Rubin now.
Angie, if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask me. And I'm very thankful that you had the opportunity to inform me of the situation. We can do the formal documentation after you tell Mr. Rubin what occurred.
And I'll get a copy of the policy and read it myself.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Smith, how are you feeling after the injection?
I'm feeling better. Why did I feel like that? Was it the medications or the heart attack? What injection did the doctor give me?
Well, are you not feeling dizzy and sick and stuff anymore? Are you alright now?
No, I'm feeling fine now. What just happened to me?
Oh, well, I'm going to be back in 15 minutes, okay, to check on your obs again.
Yes?
Can I come in, Billy?
Yep, you can come in.
Hi, Billy. It's just me. I was going to have a chat to you. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling a little better.
Yeah? Well, so it's come to our attention that you received an incorrect dose of medication today, and we're really sorry that this has happened. And it caused you to feel a bit unwell and distressed, didn't you?
Yep.
So you received an increased dose, but we checked and there's not going to be any consequences from that happening, and we will work to make sure that it doesn't happen to you or anyone else again.
Okay, thank you for that.
No worries.
We have chosen to use Zygmunt, Kappas and Sudakov's 2011 3D model of debriefing. It incorporates the individual learner and their previous experiences and the learning situation and focuses on three main areas: diffusing, discovering and deepening. According to the New South Wales policy for open disclosure is the open discussion of adverse events that results in harm to a patient while receiving healthcare. It is a process for ensuring open, honest, empathetic and timely discussions occur between patients and or their support persons, and is an integral part of incident management in healthcare. We will begin with the first element of the debriefing model, diffusing. Diffusing allows the learner to vent out any emotions related to the learning activity. We will go over the event and recall what happened. Kieran, how did you feel in the role of the patient?
Playing the role of the patient, I felt they would be confused about suddenly feeling unwell. The patient had just been told they had had a heart attack. I feel the patient would be scared that the symptoms of feeling dizzy, sleepy and sick might be related to that. I think that they would be feeling scared and confused because they don't have the medical knowledge to know what was going on and would want to be told what was happening.
Emma, how did you feel in the role of your nurse?
So, playing the role of the nurse, I felt that the nurse would have had a sense of guilt about making an error in administering medication. I also felt the nurse would be worried about admitting to the mistake. And playing the role, I had never really done something like that before, so it was a bit hard to play.
Emma, why do you think the nurse was worried about telling?
I think they were worried about telling their peers and telling the patient because others might not think that they were competent, and they may also be worried that their job would be at risk.
Kieran and Emma, do you think the timing of disclosure was important? Kieran, let's start with you.
I think the earlier something is disclosed, the better, as it relieves stress for the patient, as they would understand what is happening.
Emma, what do you think?
As a nurse, until you get something like that off your chest, it can almost make you feel like unwell, and when you do, there's a sense of relief to know that you've been honest with the patient.
The second stage of the model is discovering, where it allows us to reflect on our performance and identify any gaps in our knowledge. Kieran, do you think there were any gaps in your knowledge as the patient?
Yeah, as a patient, I felt like I did not have much medical knowledge to understand what was happening. This increases stress, anxiety and confusion. This reinforces the importance of open disclosure between health professionals and patients to ensure the patient is aware of what's happening.
What about you, Emma? how do you feel you performed as the nurse? And did you have any gaps in your knowledge?
So I'd never been in this kind of situation before. So having the knowledge to know how to act it out and play the part was a bit hard, and I didn't really understand what open disclosure was before we started this. So now that I've learnt about that and the importance of being honest and open with patients and using that when something does happen.
The last stage of the 3D model of debriefing is deepening. We'll now consider how we can apply what we have learnt to future situations. Kieran, how will you apply what you have learnt to future situations?
I now have an appreciation for how patients must feel in emergency situations. I need to consider their feelings and address this to help them remain calm. Due to the confusion and anxiety patients face, I now understand the importance of open disclosure to reduce confusion. Let's go.
Emma, how do you think you'll apply what you have learnt to future situations?
So, like the nurse in this situation, use the New South Wales policy for open disclosure to apologise to the patient. I learnt that you need to be truthful and clear in providing a apology, and you've got to be clear, like I am sorry or we are sorry. I've learnt that honesty is the best policy in any situation, and the importance in keeping the patient informed throughout the entire situation so he remains calm and informed. And it's a good learning opportunity for everyone involved. Like, it provides more education into medication or whatever the situation may be.
Thank you.